D-Hop. I'm back here.
Yes,
Some of my old group classmates.
Here we go.
Alumni. Fellas, after y'all get done with this Brew BU, what are y'all gonna do tonight?
What should we do tonight, boys? What should we do tonight?
Everybody.
Not just us.
Oh, I mean,
just us.
either one of these.
Everybody should watch the D-Hop and Nasty show. Right.
You need to
That's
get
what
on
I'm
that.
talking about,
You
right?
need to get on that right now.
That's what I'm gonna do. D-Hop and Nasty show. Woo!
Welcome back to the D-Hop and Nasty
What's
Show.
happening? Welcome back. Welcome back to all you out in the D-Hop and Nasty Show, right?
Yes.
Ooh, we got a lot to talk
We got
about
a lot
today.
What are we going to talk about
Well,
today?
if I may, I'll get right at that, my friend. We were talking about the Olympics. We got a lot of Olympic wrap-up talk. We got the fantasy tight ends and wide receivers. You're getting the goods right here from all that. So,
yes.
we're going to start out with a little bit of PGA talk. We got a little NBA, a lot of blockbuster things happening in the NBA this weekend. Big stuff. Big
Dwight
stuff.
Mayer is over.
Woo! What Dwight Mayer's over. And then we got AFC. But we got some footballs right around the corner. You know, we're talking football. We're talking riding dirty.
We got a
Major
lot.
League Baseball. Major League
Baseball's
Baseball.
getting
Got a few
heated up.
thoughts like we always do. I thought for me and you. So here we go. Let's start a talk. I mean, what
Let's do
about this
this.
Olympic? What about London hosting a nearly flawless Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, everybody-
Entertaining. I mean, how many nights did I shed tears, D-Huff?
a lot.
Yes, I
We
was
heard a lot of national anthems.
I was
United States every night is like,
yeah, that's right. We got the gist of that. So, but hats off to all those kids. We had
Unbelievable.
the girls track, the girls gymnastics. We had the girls in the volleyball. The girls were just dominant.
The women's 4x100
and the
relay.
men's swimming was dominant. It's almost become unfair, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost become unfair.
Title IX got us a lot of gold medals.
Oh my God! So,
You know,
but it was a nice ceremony, and the Spice Girls got back together to do the closing ceremony.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if you saw that.
I'm sure
If you
Posh
wanna
Spice was out there
if you
throwing
wanna be
it
my
around.
lover. Actually, the one that's the oldest is the one that looked the best. I thought anyway. I don't know which one she was. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, the one that was older than they said. You know,
Yeah.
she was like
Some Spice.
30 when she was supposed to be 20 or whatever.
Scary Spice.
Scary's a sister. They all still look good, but you can spend a lot of money and make things work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, if you know you're going to do that, you're doing the
You know
Olympic
what I want to
closing
talk
ceremony.
about? You know what I want to talk about though? Congratulations to all the gold medal athletes. Everybody that was at the
Yeah, twirl it
so
up.
to tumble through this.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it?
Don't throw that. Yeah, there you
How's
go.
that work?
We got a little. Here. Yeah.
I was hanging
Birds.
out with Fuzzies over the other night, having some BBQ and chilling. But anyway, let's talk fantasy.
Fuzzy.
Let's talk fantasy, big boy.
Well, get me into it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you the fantasy stud, middle range pick, sleeper, and bust. Both of us are gonna give you ours for each position. Today we got wide receivers and tight ends. We're gonna do today.
Start with the stud.
Tight ends. So we're gonna start with our studs at wide receiver. I'm going with AJ Green up in Cincinnati. I think he's gonna hook up with that new quarterback. They were good last year together.
Yeah.
And that other kid on the other side. Who's the other receiver on the other side of
Oh.
Simpson?
Yeah.
Jerome.
Well, no, he's not there no more. He's in jail.
Oh, that's right. He's right.
He did the forward flipping the
Anyway,
cop
so
car.
I think AJ Green's going to run all over and make big noise this year. So you think Larry Fitzgerald's coming back?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
If he's playing and the ball's thrown near him, he catches. I mean, that guy's got the best hands in the league.
He's a dominant receiver.
Him and Calvin Johnson.
Does Kolb stay healthy?
Who cares? Anybody can throw the ball out there. He just goes and gets
Another guy
it.
showed that he can play too.
Jake Skelton.
Skelton, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and who you got in your second spot there? The mid-range guy, the guy that you can get in the mid-rounds, 4th, 5th, 6th round.
I got Eric Decker. You got Peyton Manning.
Peyton throwing to him.
I mean,
And
the ball's gonna be thrown all over the
that's a good
place. The
idea.
guy's a good quarterback or a good wide receiver. He's got some speed. White boy too.
I've got Percy Harvin in this spot. I think Percy Harvin's going to stay healthy this year. I think he's going to put up world-class numbers. We're talking
Peterson's working out.
Peterson's going to be back. They're going to have to load that box. Schenko's a good tight end.
Who's their quarterback? I mean, is he going to play?
What's his name?
From Florida State.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's good. We're knowledgeable tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's a little later tonight.
It's a little
Sorry,
late
but,
show. Yeah, we had to watch the Raiders. Just watch the Raiders in a 3-0 game. It's kind of a bore, kind of a yawn game.
And Yeah, well, we'll get to baseball later.
We'll get okay. All right. So,
Give me your sleeper here.
I like
you got?
Antonio Brown up in Pittsburgh. I don't think Mike Wallace, the contract discussions and all this stuff. Ben and him are real good buddies. He likes Ben. They said he's his go-to receiver. I think
That's always good.
I think the Redmond, the running back that's going to start the season as a starter, is every bit as good as Mendenhall. You heard it here first. Not first round material in case you're getting ready to drop bombs like that, but he's going to start at least.
I mean,
play
you
the
could
first
take
five-
him first round. You never know.
Well, you never know. If he proves himself, Pittsburgh's a loyal.
Hey, they're a running team.
So anyway, that's mine. Who's your sleeper pick? Do you have?
I got Titus Young with Detroit.
That's a good one because I
You
don't
know,
know how he is.
The Boise State wide receiver.
God.
He was the third wide receiver last year.
So-
Burleson moved down to the third. He's the two.
I got you.
So he's, and you've got the double team on the other side of the field with
Right.
Calvin Johnson.
So-
And that he runs a 4.340.
And
Come on.
and it should be noted that these discussions are in a points-based league and not a points per reception league.
Yes.
This is a points-based, 10 yards, 1 point, all that good stuff. So, and then we have a bust this year. So, in conjunction with what I
Well,
said with my sleeper,
Yeah.
you've got a
His
bust.
sleeper
This
is Antonio Brown. The bust is Mike Wallace for me.
It's the same thing. It's the exchange there.
I mean, he's not in camp. He's not running routes. He's
not
not
running
getting
routes.
down with Roethlisberger.
but he's the fastest man in the NFL.
It doesn't matter. You guys still have to have the timing. Still have to have timing.
Go Pittsburgh. I'd rip this terrible towel up and shake it right now just to support. But my bust this year is Hakeem Nicks.
Injury.
You know that injuries for sure, but in a less important position, we also analyzed our tight ends in the same fashion.
Can
So
be a good
you
position.
run down yours with all of yours for me quickly, and
Okay.
I'll run down on mine.
Well, my stud's Jimmy Graham in New
Bonafide,
Orleans because the Saints' offense just throws the ball everywhere.
And he grabs everything that comes his way. So.
Yeah, my mid-range is Jacob Tammy,
Dude,
Denver
I like
again.
this one.
because-
Peyton likes to throw to the tight ends.
Well, he was in Indy.
He was in Indy.
with Peyton,
and
and so he's got some. He has a little bit of
Do
history
you think
there.
they ever showered in the same proximity?
I'm sure they showered in the same proximity. I'm sure Sandusky wasn't around.
How do you know?
Well, maybe. Who knows? And then my sleeper is Kobe Fleener.
I know who you're
He's the
talking
rookie from Stanford
He's got
that
the-
played with Luck at
about.
Stanford.
He's got luck throwing to him.
Yeah, and he's got they've got all kinds of chemistry. For 3 years they played
Who are they going to
together.
hype up and he's not coming through for you this year, buddy? Who is it?
Fred Davis.
I like it.
Because RG3, I think once he starts seeing real defense,
Right.
he's not going to be able to make
run
that pass.
RG3 is going to run around.
He's going to run all over the
So,
place.
but he might dump a few to him as well. But I've got in my tight end position, I got Vernon Davis as my stud. I just think 49ers are going to be tough this year. I'll be touting them all year. I was touting them last year. I think you're going to get value at Tony Gonzalez.
Yep.
He's been falling off, but it seems like every time you look, he's got a touchdown and 60 yards.
Well, he's got Matt Ryan throwing
Matt
to him.
Ryan's-
They've got a bowling ball in the backfield. They've got two other wide receivers.
Underproducing bowling ball, mind you.
Yep.
But
They
anyway,
don't give him the ball enough.
So that's who I like there. And then the sleeper, deep sleeper, is Todd Heap is still the number one receiver in Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald's there, and then what's his name on it? Preston's on the other side.
Preston.
You got Todd Heap in the slot, and Todd Heap's a good tight end. He can't stay healthy ever.
That's going to depend on the quarterback more than the Fitzgerald.
We'll see. We'll see. That's all I'm saying. But anyway.
If Peyton Manning was there, yeah.
And then my bust in the tight end position is going to be not very well received, but it's the Gronkowski.
I think
they're
Aaron
gonna
Hernandez has.
Aaron Hernandez is just as good of an athlete, I think. He's not as big as Gronkowski, so he got less looks. It was more secure for Brady to hit him.
Yeah, but if Gronkowski's hurt, who cares? He's
That's
got
what I'm saying. I think Gronkowski's going to come down with an injury. I don't think he comes back. He comes back to double teams, and they got Antonio Bryant signed on. He's going to be the deep ball threat. Don't forget. Don't sleep on me, D Huff. Is all I'm saying. Because
I'm not sleeping.
I'm pissed off about baseball. That's all I'm saying. I'm fucking pissed off about baseball.
I just want to
I'm just telling
I'm
you.
just going to throw this out there that if I beat you this week, I'm only a game back of you.
I've got
in record wise. And I've had a shitty year. So
Thank you, D Huff. I appreciate
you're welcome.
that. So
You're welcome.
you know, we got to roll, buddy.
Hey, we got PGA.
We got PGA.
Rory. We got some more Rory.
Rory's a personal friend of the show as well. He won this week, going away.
What's he doing nowadays? He's either winning tournaments or not making the cut.
Or screwing that
Yeah.
kind of attractive girlfriend that he's got.
Yeah, she's kind of.
She's got a hot body because she
Yeah.
plays tennis. I mean, shit.
Yeah. Tiger Woods
anyway,
again
let's
does
talk
not
about-
shoot
let's
60.
talk- yeah, Tiger.
That's-
Tiger may be falling off a little bit. We'll see what happens with him. Nobody wants to hear about Tiger anymore.
How about Dwight Mayer?
Dwight Mayer's over.
Kobe Bryant.
Dwight
Hey,
Mayer
man,
over.
we got.
Tell me the story about the local boys that are going to be playing in L.A.
Well, Earl Clark was part of the trade.
Boom.
Duhan, Clark, and Howard go to the Lakers.
Yes.
Jody Meeks just signed with the Lakers. So we got a UK Wildcat and a Louisville Cardinal.
Local boys back playing
the
out in
Lakers.
LA with Kobe and Dwight Howard. Interesting.
Yeah, Hollywood,
So,
here we come.
Right. What? So where are we at now, buddy?
We're gonna go to.
we got something to shoot.
We're gonna go to.
What do we got going on? Go ahead.
We're just gonna have to show you. Here, check this out.
Sorry everybody. D-Hub, we're back here. I was just enjoying my T-bone.
I got caught T-bone.
Some pretty good. Looks like you're having fun down there. Buddy. Let's
Just a little bit of
let's
fun.
keep that NFL dream going here.
Let's do it.
We said last week we're going to talk about the AFC West. So
Yeah.
I'm going to let you start off and tell me how you've got them lined up. In
I've
the
got
AFC West.
I've got Peyton winning the division.
You got Denver and Peyton. I
Yeah.
like it.
I'm thinking the next gonna hang in there,
All
and then
right.
I take Oakland second.
Nice. I like it.
That's gonna be
You'll find
McFadden is a big part of that,
Yeah, we both got.
and
the,
then San Diego third, and I think Kansas City's just gonna be below that right this
well, you
year.
know, we have the San Diego and the Chiefs. We have exactly the same. I think the Chiefs are going to have a tough time coming back and getting into the game, getting into the mix.
Yep.
San Diego, my buddy lives out in San Diego and sent me a couple pictures. He said they look good. So I've got the Chargers, you know, they're in
But they
third.
always start like 0-4.
I think
so.
I think this year, I believe this year Oakland, I think McFadden stays healthy. I think Palmer does just enough. Carson Palmer does just enough.
Palmer's gonna be good.
When you've got McFadden healthy, he just bulldozes over people. He could be the best statistically.
Yeah.
So I've got Oakland actually winning the division because I don't think Peyton's got anybody to throw to. I don't think he's got real good running backs. So-
He's got two running backs.
Well,
so.
what
He's
I'm
got
saying,
Willis McGahee
yeah,
back there.
McGahee's
He was
getting old.
effective.
McGahee's getting old, and he's got a bunch of kids.
He hadn't have to
He's
run
got
that much
guns.
in that offense.
He's got guns, and he's got marijuana and a bunch of kids. So that's what I'm saying.
That was Jerome Simpson.
That's everybody that plays in the NFL. It seems anymore. So, anyway, speaking of all that, let's go ahead and get some
Brian Matthews.
Oh yeah, tell me about
broken
that.
collarbone.
Ow.
That's why San Diego is not going to be as good
There
because
you
they
go.
don't know how long he's
Right.
going to be in
And
this
I-
year.
And I don't think
The backup.
God, I can't even think of the backup. Anyway, riding dirty. Let's talk riding dirty.
All right, Ryan Dirty.
You tell me about riding dirty. What's going on here?
This AWOL soldier down in Fort Hood area in Texas.
This is what AWOL means, kids. Nuts.
He was convicted of a plot to blow up a Texas restaurant full of troops.
I love it.
Like, what is wrong with what?
D-Huff, I'm telling you, build a house out in the woods, and put bars up in it. Get you some ammunition and some way to self-suffice.
I've got ammunition.
So do I.
I got a bar.
Come on in, kids. Come on in. The water is warm. It's lukewarm. So anyway, let's roll. LSU, the Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
He's getting in trouble. What's he doing?
They're saying it was marijuana.
Smoking a little reefer.
Yeah, the latest is he wants to stay at LSU and then hopefully get back on the team next year.
You should just try to live the life of a bartender / talk show host.
Yes.
Because you can smoke as much reefer as you want, but you won't have any money. So there you go.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
Whatever. Woo,
Hey, speaking of reefer,
yeah, I wonder if he got
the Queen of the Pacific was
Sandra Avila.
Sandra Avila was the
The
woman.
queen of no one. This is the kind of bitch you don't mess with.
No, dude,
This is the kind of bitch that have your nuts on a platter.
No, she just had people off.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gosh.
You don't mess with this bitch.
She
They
grew-
say
she
Sandra,
grew the
Senorita
Mexi-
Sandra Avila. Anyway, so tell us what happened with
Well,
her.
she grew the Mexico to Southern Cal,
Yes.
and then she went and she just took over Florida with cocaine,
Oh, I love it.
and
I love
she
it.
had like people just off in Miami.
I like.
that.
I see her. I see
So
her. buddy-
she just got turned over to the United States authorities to face charges cocaine trafficking in Miami and Florida.
So she got busted. But
Well, she's
probably
been
got-
in Mexico
She's
jail.
probably got. Yeah, she's exactly. She's got so much money, it won't matter.
Yeah.
And then speaking of money,
Well, he's got a new. Hey, Chad. You
Chad
can
said
do that
he-
new career now. Your second
That's
career
your
on
second
Hard
career,
Knocks.
pornography that
Yeah.
you're talking about. You can do it now because you're
Take
no
off
longer
the,
employed by the Miami Dolphins. You've
Take
been
off the
released.
rubber band.
You've been released. So anyway,
And then one more riding dirty here locally.
luckily this is a funny one.
Preston Highway today, behind a church on the street in Louisville, Kentucky. Dude is standing behind the church butt naked, jerking off to cars driving by.
Right behind the church.
That's literally riding dirty.
That's a perfect place.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Is it
Hi.
riding dirty or is it stroking dirty?
Stroking dirty.
Oh.
Stroking.
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good job.
I was stroking.
buddy.
I stroked it
So,
to the
anyway,
east.
let's just do our thought and go moment with God because we're it's late. It's
do
late.
it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So there's a couple funny things of this. You have one and I have a couple here. So First of all, do you know what Adolf Hitler and Napoleon?
Napoleon Dynamite?
No, the little man was small man's company.
Yes.
You know what they had in common?
No.
They both only had one testicle.
One nut. Oh, what? It's a one nut.
Maybe that explains why they were such little bastards.
Yeah.
Little crazy.
No wonder they were pissed off and killed people.
And in a similar note, in the 1900s, the third leading cause of death was diarrhea.
Damn, I'd be in trouble.
Man, I wouldn't be able to eat butter or
It's
chicken
over.
wings. Chicken wings, I'd have been
D-Huff is,
oh, my
D-Huff is
God.
in the grave.
Oh my God. Yes, I've seen you. I've seen your visits to the bathroom. Some days it's a little nauseating. Ah, my goodness.
Ah, shit, I got one more
Yeah,
thought
tell me
for
about
you.
it. Then
You
we'll
know
talk-
what?
Yeah, let's
Check
talk.
this out.
Let me see.
I'm
Oh,
going to ask you a question. What is the best place in the world to put a bar?
well, I'd like to have one out back.
It's a good place because you can walk home.
You can just crawl home if you had to.
You can just pass out.
Which ironically,
it's your backyard.
ironically, I did the other night. I passed out in my backyard.
In the backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't alone, but that's a different story. Anyway, come on. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. Jesus.
In regards to the diarrhea,
Yes.
they
On that note.
on Hurstbourne Lane in Louisville, Kentucky, they tore down a White Castle, which is a cash pit, and they're rebuilding the White Castle and they're putting a bar above it. So when you leave the bar, you can go down and get your White Castle to go home.
Oh, and then you can shit all night long.
Then you can shit on
And
that.
then you can sit on
They're
the
called
toilet.
sliders for
all
a
night
reason.
long.
But you know what?
You
They're
know
going to make a lot
you know
more
what I'm
money.
thinking? Save the sliders and just buy a t-shirt, $10.
$10.
I mean, why not? $10.
$10.
All sizes, girls, boys alike, animals, whatever.
Animals.
Yeah, that's
We
cool.
got a dog. That's
We got
one,
it.
yeah, whatever.
And let's talk Willy Wonka talk. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm shortchanging the guy.
Willy Wonka, man, we were looking for a golden ticket, but you know,
We couldn't find a golden ticket, unlike little Willie or whatever.
Willie.
Was it Willie?
yeah.
Was it Willie?
Yeah,
Henry.
Willie.
Henry. It was Henry. Henry was the kid.
Henry got the golden ticket.
They all lived in that shack.
Mel Stewart dies of cancer, the
Mel Stewart.
director of Willy Wonka. So that's why we bring up Henry, Henri, blueberries,
Blueberries.
blueberries.
I want a not and never-ending gobstabula, you little bitch. You don't get that.
Yeah.
You don't
You
get
get- What's going on? Oh, there's something wrong with them formula.
Goobly gobbly snubbly boo. Giggly buckly boo.
Oompa, oompa, oompa dee doo.
Okay. We're
Ah,
done. All right. What's up? What else we got in this moment?
we got two powerful earthquakes
Disco damn party. Go
in
ahead.
Iran. Two powerful earthquakes. One was a 6.4, 30 miles away, and 11 minutes later was a 6.3. And it killed at least 153 people, and 60 villages are 50 to 70% destroyed.
You know what my thoughts are on this? I think Mother Nature and the Lord Himself have been. What's that noise? And they're fired up. They're done with us. They're done with us. They're done with us. Lazy mother. Bow. They're done with us.
As
They're
he's
done with
bounding
us.
down, he says, "Let's but jam this potty," and that's what Mother Nature's doing.
You got anything else?
Okay,
to talk
so
about
Iran. Think about this. Iran. Remember how they got that nuclear thing underground that we can't see?
today? Right. I got
Did
you.
these earthquakes? Did they bury that? Any part of
No.
that? Hopefully.
Maybe. Who knows?
Hopefully.
So-
Johnny Pesky, Red Sox.
Isn't he
Pesky pole, right field.
Pesky pole, right? Yeah.
passed
that's
that- he
the-
passed away
the
today at
man who was
92.
Responsible for the pesky pole. So
Yes. Yes.
Mom would go with him, and then
Moment
What
God.
is-
And then there's
what's
one more
going on
moment.
here?
Actually, there's a moment God in the Riding Dirty.
Riding
One, in which
Dirty.
that 4-year-old Xander Sento in Fort Worth, he was a 4-year-old kid, jumped in to save a 3-year-old girl, and he drowned. He went underwater. He later drowned. He died in the hospital from trying to save this girl and the 3-year-old.
Ugh.
So a 4-year-old gave up his life for a 3-year-old girl,
Oh,
which is
that's
pretty
an
cool.
odd way to segue into this kind of dance.
But
what
hey,
we're getting ready to do.
we're back to the Olympics. I mean, his life's a celebration. He's a 4-year-old. Diddly dee!
Words cannot express how much you mean to me. There must be some other way to make you see. If it takes
I
my
was just explaining over here that I think if I put my ice water in front of my fan intake that it blows cooler. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've convinced myself that it is. Welcome out, buddy D-Huff from the D-Huff and Nasty Show. Check them out on YouTube, hopefully soon to be international. Yeah. Welcome out once again. My name is Josh Horton. It's a pleasure to be out here.